Here you can look inside the soundstage to get an idea of how large they are inside. Very cavernous. We can create virtually any kind of environment we want inside the soundstage. They're lined with materials that make them about 95% soundproof. That way, noises from the production vehicles or trams like these won't conflict with the filming inside. Off to Richard's side is Soundstage 23 and Soundstage 22, used by Michael Jordan for Space Jam, for Warner Brothers. They were also used by Eddie Murphy for The Nutty Professor earlier this year. Eddie Murphy's on the lot today, by the way, filming a movie called Bowfinger's Big Thing. It's written by John Singleton, Steven Spielberg. Now the back lot is where we do about 30% of our filming, mostly exterior shots done back here. If you look off to my side of the tram, this is where we store and maintain a lot of our lighting equipment. And look at these buildings here. These buildings look real, right? Made out of brick and concrete? Wrong. They're actually made out of wood, chicken wire, plaster Paris, and styrofoam. These are hollow. They're only used for exterior filming. They're only about 12 feet deep. You might recognize this street. We used it as Chicago for a picture called The Sting with Robert Redford and Paul Newman back in 1972. Won 7 Academy Awards. Robert Redford and Paul Newman. If you look down the street on my side, that was New York City for Home Alone 2 of Macaulay Culkin for 20th Century Fox a couple years back. We've used these streets for shows like The Rockford Files, Ironside, Matlock, Quantum Leap. This next area I know you're going to recognize. We call this Courthouse Square, but you may know it as Hill Valley, California. Any guesses? Anyone? That's right. All 3 Back to the Future films were made here with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. This is the actual courthouse where they went back in time for the first time. If you saw Back to the Future 2, you may remember there was a scene that took place in the year 2015 when Marty McFly is hoverboarding over a pond in that grassy area getting in shape with the bad guys on hoverboards. Well, the pond's still seen. They struck it all back down again. That courthouse is also where Gregory Peck defended his client in To Kill a Mockingbird back in 1961. Fantastic film, classic American film. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor in that movie. Look on both sides of the tram. Notice how the road looks curved here from one end to the other. This makes it appear much longer on film than it is in real life. A slight trick for the camera. Now remember that all these facades are hollow. They're only used for exterior filming. Now there are times we can go inside of a soundstage. We can build an entire section of a city indoors, which is what we did just up ahead. And as Jeff Goldblum said in Jurassic Park,
You got it there, King Kong.
so hold on tight.
Late word just in. The path of destruction continues east, causing thousands of fleeing homes. Police admit that they are powerless to stop the enraged beast. Military units are rushing to the scene. Beast was last sighted nearly 200 block Old Fulton Avenue. We now go to live coverage on the scene with our helicopter reporter, Kelly King. Kelly.
We're now hovering above the wreckage of a crushed L train. The helicopter beside us is searching for... Wait! There's a tramload of people down there. We've got to go down and warn them. Attention, people on the track. You are in danger.
Is she talking about us? Hold on tight, folks. We're gonna try to get us out of here. Richard here is just gonna pull forward, across this bridge. Oh my goodness! Look out! It's King Kong! The cables are breaking. I think the bridge is gonna go down. Let's get out of here. It was too close to get. Oh no, the road is blocked. These structures windows are actually built. All that aluminum siding helps to block out the sunlight, which may creep into the windows and doorways, thus destroying the shot on the other side. Therefore, we keep the aluminum sides up to block out that sunlight. We can make these streets look like corner was used as Gotham City for Batman and Robin when Arnold Schwarzenegger became Mr. Freeze last summer for Warner Brothers. We've used the street as San Francisco for Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood. It was Paris, France for How to Make an American Quilt with Alfred Woodard and Maya Angelou. All we have to do to change the street from one location to the next is change props on the streets. We actually replaced the lamp posts with different styles of lamp posts. We also put in different parking meters, traffic signs. It was originally built in 1922 for a silent film. Wow. Did you see that mute this phone? Excuse me. It's not gonna hold the weight of the tram. We go to the left. I just saw a beam just falling off the bottom of the bridge. No, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Stop. Stop. Folks, please keep your arms and legs inside the tram at all times. Richard, please hurry up. Hurry.
Hang on to it, Lord, you good, man.
Gotcha. Thanks, Richard. Appeal to it. All those trees and plants are, of course, real. Oftentimes in movie making or in TV shows, the trees and plants that you see in the background are not real, or if they are, they're brought in by... As we leave that prehistoric area and head into the gates of Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. Directed by Steven Spielberg, it came out last summer, the hit film. If you saw The Lost World, you may recognize this Fleetwood truck on Richard's side that falls off a cliffside at one point during the movie. Dinosaur cages, artificial bones, or are they real? Fully functioning vehicles. The original Jurassic Park made ever since. His new company, as I said before, DreamWorks, also headquartered here. Now this is Little Mexico. Kind of a unique area. We're actually using it for a TV movie of the week right now. There was a special effects crew here not too long ago. They were kind of filming behind the scenes. Tom, are you still out there? Maybe show us some special effects.
Hey, buddy, can you give us some thunder and lightning?
Ah, great. Thank you. Now, the special effects coordinator has speak. I don't know. It's pretty heavy, though. A little heavier than I would have thought.
Freddie, is that too much rain? I don't know if the system can handle it.
Yeah, it's like El Nino out here. Anyway, as I said, the rain, the camera can cut off the top of the frame and it looks as if it's real rain on the... Oh no, we got too much rain coming down down for the back of the... We got too much water out of the system, and I want to stand up to get a better view and hold on. Cover your belongings.
Way down, right.
Well, you just witnessed yet another innovative special effect. The flash flood occurs.
It's like cooling it.
We've actually used Little Mexico as areas of Vietnam, Jerusalem, rather diverse cultures, I'd say. All we have to do is change the props along the outside of the building. Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, come to this area up to Richard's side. Well, we're going to leave Little Mexico right now. We're going to head north across the border into Texas. 6 Points, Texas, that is. This is the oldest area of our backlot, built back in 1915 by our founder, Carl Lindley. More films have been shot on this street than any other spot in the world. That's because when we started filming, we made 6 films a day in this area. 250 films in the first year alone. Of course, the budget's much different. We do about 25 films a year nowadays, but that's a whole other topic. They were all silent films. As a result, they were shorter, less expensive to make, easier to make. As we leave 6 Points, if you look over here on my side of the tram, this body of water was actually, you're looking at the entire South Pacific Ocean for McHale's Navy, with Ernest Borgnine and Jim Conway. That's all the water the actors ever saw. We had to put in a backdrop and a wave machine to make it look like the South Pacific. That boat out there is actually PT-73 from the film version of the project, which came out last year with David Allen Greer and Tom Arnold. Had a cameo of Ernest Borgnine, actually, in the feature film. B-rated horror film. Universal was well known for those in the 50s. Movies like Them, Tarantula, It Came from Outer Space. We're going to head into our property graveyard now. We usually hold on to odd props because we have a tendency to find a reason to use them again later on in the line. You can see the Lion Estate signs over here on Richard's side from Back to the Future. You never know. Might have a reason to use them. That red paddle wheel over here on my side of the tram is all that's left of a TV show back in 1959 called The Riverboat, which was Burt Reynolds' first show. All these different boats have obviously seen better days, but we hold on to them. I figure we can blow them up for some action film anyway. Speaking of blowing things up, keep your eyes and ears peeled. In this area, we left over some mines from the film version of McHale's Navy. They tend to pop up in strange times. Sorry. Try to give you a little more warning. We're gonna... Oh, folks, we're heading into the Red Sea, inspired with the film The Ten Commandments. Pick up your feet, hold on tight, remain seated, we are going in. Remember Charlton Heston as Moses, raising up his staff? Over here on Richard's side, you can see some props in that fenced-in area, trash cans, fire hydrants, street lights, traffic lights, newspaper stands. Those are just some of the 750,000 props we have here in the lot. It's the largest prop collection in the world. Every one of them has a barcode on it for our computer system. That took some time. A prop is anything not nailed down to a set. It could be a book, it could be a paper clip or a grand piano. It could be a pair of sunglasses or a Roman spear. We used many, thousands of Roman spears in this area for a film called Spartacus. This is Spartacus Square. The movie, of course, came out in 1961, directed by Stanley Kubrick, classic director. Very prolific director. He's directing a movie right now called Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, which will come out later on in the year for Warner Brothers. Spartacus, of course, an Academy Award-winning film. I really recommend you rent the movie if for no other reason. If you look very closely at the extras who played Roman soldiers, you'll notice that a lot of them got away with wearing wristwatches, sunglasses, and high-top sneakers. There's someone in the set the director lost track. It's kind of fun to catch things like that. And they won the Academy Award for Best Costumes out here, too. Go figure, huh? We're heading into Little Europe, built back in 1929, for the first film ever to win Best Picture for Universal Studios, All Quiet on the Western Front, only the third film to win the award. It was our first movie with sound. Changed the way we made movies, of course. Nowadays, we use these streets, they've been used over the years. There's all sorts of different locations in Europe, England, Spain, Germany, France, Georgetown, D.C., Rio de Janeiro, Ireland, you name it. All we have to do is change the language on the outside of the windows and the props along the streets. The street leads right into an area called the Court of Miracles off to my side of the tram, named after the Miracle Man, made in 1919, starring Lon Chaney. Now, Lon Chaney was known as the man of 1,000 faces for all the characters he portrayed on films, such as The Hunchback of Notre Dame and The Phantom of the Opera. We also filmed in this courtyard Dracula in 1930 with Bela Lugosi. A year later, Boris Karloff became Frankenstein's monster for the first time on film in that archway off to the right-hand side. Classic horror film actors, of course, and horror film characters, which identified Universal for decades. This area was also used in The Wolfman with Lon Chaney's son, Lon Chaney Jr., Nowadays we use it as France and Mexico. TV shows like Jag, Time Cop, filmed out here recently. Also on my side of the tram, these sets here were used quite heavily for a movie of the week on television last year, based on Cinderella, starring Brandy. Hollywood miniseries movie. Also, you can see an airplane across the street on my side used in Butch. Actually, the airplane itself was used in a movie called Always, with Holly Hunter, John Goodman, and Richard Dreyfuss, directed by Steven Spielberg. Well, we just got clearance to go inside Soundstage 50. This is a live movie set. The camera crew was on location, filming out of the LA area. They were nice enough to let us use this on our tram route, so you guys get to see what a hot set looks like. A hot set being any set being used in production. Now, very well designed set, perhaps one of the nicest sets I've seen in a long time. Our prop warehouse supplied the ticket machines, the posters, the newspaper stands, the phone booths. You can see the equipment left over by the crew. Folks, please remain calm. I'm sure it's a small tremor. We have in California. Hold on. Just a little tremor. I think we got an earthquake. Look out behind you on the driver's side of the tram. Watch out for the truck back there. Please remain calm. Stay in your seats. Hold on. Look out on my side. What's that sound? You hear that? Look over here on the driver's side of the train. Just up ahead. Watch out for the subway car. Over here. Okay, folks. I think they've seen the worst, so we're going to pull forward. Oh, look over here on my side. Watch out. Cut. Once again, Richard saves the day. We call that one Earthquake the Big One, simulating a devastating 8.3 earthquake on the Richter scale. In the blink of an eye, we can be right back up onto Denver Street, going back in time. This area was built back in 1917. If you look closely, the entire street is built on a 7/8 scale. That way the actors would look bigger than they actually were in real life. Remember, a lot of those cowboys weren't so big. Alan Ladd, who played Shane. Remember, Shane, come back, Shane. Shane was 5'4". John Wayne, 5'7". No, just kidding. He was 6'2". Everybody's like, no, not the Duke, man. Not the Duke. He was a big guy. Alan Ladd, John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, Hoot Gibson, Audie Murphy, Tom Mix. I used to film out here all the time. These sets are also hollow. If you look closely off the richer side of the tram, you can see the chicken wires sticking through some of the plaster. We still use them nowadays. All we have to do is decorate the streets up. We use them for Jeff Bridges and Ellen Barkin, a movie called Wild Bill. Episodes of Sliders, Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, good luck. They have no idea. Skeptical in the business he was getting involved with, that he kept the chicken ranch in operation for several years, and he sold eggs to all his employees that came on and off the lot trying to make his money back. I guess we're pretty happy to see just how well things turned out. Entertainment is now a multi-billion-dollar industry, of course. Universal's right there at the top. Universal is owned by a company called Seagram, which you may be familiar with in the story. They also own Polygram, which is another worldwide entertainment corporation. As a result of Polygram and Universal, Seagram is now one of the largest entertainment companies in the world. Strictly off limits for all employees and guests. No one is supposed to be out there. including the guy in the boat. Pardon me. Excuse me, sir, in the boat, could you please move to the pier? Hello? Hello, in the boat. Please move to the pier. You are not supposed to be out there. There's a shark out there. Did you get the memo? Can you hear me? Hello? Get out of the water and over to the pier. You don't know what might happen out. He's just not out. Oh, poor guy. When you least expect it. Well, we've been trying to catch this shark the last couple of days. We attached some bait to the yellow buoy out there on the water. And the buoy is attached to the pier. So it can't go too far if he does get hungry again, but you never can tell with a shark this big. He's got the bait. He's got the pier.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where is he? Where is he? Look out! Well, you just met Jaws. He's one of 3 automated sharks used in the filming of the movie. Also, the only shark I've ever seen that can swim backwards. Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg in 1975 when he was 26 years old, became the #1 movie of all time. It won 3 Academy Awards, still in the top 11. You may also recognize Jaws Lake and doubled as Cabot Cove, Maine for Murder, She Wrote for many, many years. Miss Lansbury used to come out to this spot every week to film small close-up shots of the small town in New England where her character lived. Robert Duvall's first film role. He's on the lot today filming a movie called The Civil Action with John Travolta and John Lithgow, working right now on a motion picture. Over here on my side, that White House right there was used as the best of the whorehouse in Texas with Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. We used it in Liar Liar with Jim Carrey, who's also on the lot today, filming for a motion picture called Man on the Moon, which you'll hear about as well later. Got a lot of stars working here today. On the Richard's side is National Lampoon's Animal House. John Belushi used that house for that motion picture. Also on Richard's side of the tram, 2 doors down, is the home of the Munsters, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. That gray house right there. Right next door is the Hardy Boys. Strange neighbors. It's been said that Doris Day has lived in every one of these houses on this street, each with a different husband. Doris, Doris, Doris. We refer to this street as Colonial Street. We also call it Anytown, USA. Over here on Richard's side, coming up is a large house with a white set of pillars used in 1927 for a silent picture, later used by Jimmy Stewart in a film called Harvey. Across the street on my side, all those businesses have been used in shows like Quantum Leap, Leave It to Beaver, Matlock, Sliders, The Rockford Files. You can see how hollow they are if you look closely. The up windows right through the backyards. All these houses on Richard's End of the Tram were used by Tom Hanks in a picture years ago called The Burbs. If you saw Deep Impact earlier this summer, this was Elijah Wood's neighborhood in that film. It was also Casper's neighborhood, the feature film Casper. The whole street is built on a system of curves, so you don't recognize it from one production to the next. We can just change the fence on the outside of the street, put up white picket fences, 3-rail fences, repaint the houses, new drive yards, driveways, whatever it takes. Over here on Richard's side is a white house with blue trim, used as the home to Andy Griffith for the TV series Matlock. Right next door is the House of Seven Gables, starring the late Vincent Price. Right next to it, to the left, is the new Psycho House, which was built so when the camera looks at it, the older house will be hidden behind the wall of the new home. If the original house looks a little bit smaller than you expected, it's because Hitchcock designed it that way to make Anthony Perkins appear larger than the dinosaurs. designed after the first film. Jeff Goldblum, Pete Postlethwaite, Julianne Moore, Vince Vaughn. Off to my side, that cabin was built and used for the great in the world. It was originally built for one of the Jaws films. The water's about 18 feet deep in the middle, about 2 feet deep on the sides. We can repaint the wall and dye the water various shades of blue or green to make it look like the actual ocean or water that we used on location. For instance, if you saw Apollo 13, Tom Hanks splashes down to Earth right here at the end of the film. If you saw The Truman Show with Jim Carrey earlier in the year, remember the wall at the end of the film? Ta-da! Dante's Peak with Pierce Brosnan and Hamilton used it as a freshwater lake. They boated across. Here are some of the props from Dante's Peak, really. Dante's Peak was an action film about a volcanic eruption. I do want to let you know we just recently experienced a very minor volcanic activity of our own here in the lot. It's nothing to be concerned about, but I should let you know about it. Anyway, we're kind of driving through a little tenuous area here that Richard, you see that smoke? Yeah. No, it wasn't a cigar. It was. Sorry, folks. Just a little bit of miscommunication up here in the front. Nothing to be too concerned about. Oh dear. Hold on tight, folks. We're just gonna cruise right through it. Oh no. Yeah. Over. All done, short and sweet. No. We're going the other way. Hold on. Don't look behind you. If you should feel dizzy, just close your eyes and hold on tight. We'll be out of here in 20 minutes.
Impressive.
In case you're wondering, we never actually tilted in that tunnel. Only the walls spun around us. We stayed perfectly level throughout the whole thing. That didn't churn up your stomach enough. You can always go check out Back to the Future the Ride on the upper lot. That's where you'll find all of our live shows, like totally Nickelodeon. All those facades we just drove through, you can see down there at the bottom of the hill. We're overlooking the San Fernando Valley, famous for simply being called the Valley. Like, wow. And down below on the valley floor, you can see a collection of tan Soundstages. Those are neighbors of the downtown Burbank lot of Warner Brothers. That's where they film ER, Friends, The Drew Carey Show. Behind Warner's is the Disney lot where Home Improvement and the new ABC show Sports Night is produced. Behind ABC and Disney there, you can see the NBC lot, Water Tower. That's where Jay...
Wait time 15 minutes.
White man can't jump, Claude. Look at here, Claude. It's a pinata party. Are you crazy?
Shut up, turkey, and eat lead!
Yeah. well. Kill it, Claude. Claude, wait! Don't forget to count.
9, 7, 6. Yeah. Oh, baby.
Cassidy, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Justin, dynamite. Dynamite.
Happy birthday to you.
What? Dynamite. Huh?
Whoa.
Huh? Not every minute, boy. Wait a minute, not at me. Wait a minute. Look at this, Claude. Wow. El Nino!
Downtown, right through.
Wilshire Boulevard. Oh, and I filmed our death. It was madness. Right on, yeah.
How'd you do it? I just didn't expect the person in the lane to suddenly change to the other lane. That's the problem.
I wasn't aware what was going on. I was too busy thinking God I hadn't seen it. The Boulevard. Right on, yeah.
Jazz 94.7.
Yeah. Why has he got a voice like that? It's just what I expect, yeah. Real
Marvelous
sweet,
for us, but kind of hard on himself toward the end there. What's going on? Pete Escovedo did all this love from flying south. Don't go anywhere. The weather's going to be gorgeous, just like today and tomorrow. Sunny, breezy, highs in the 80s and 90s tonight. Gorgeous. Full moon Monday night. Lows in the 60s. Clear and
It is Monday night. Man doesn't know what day it is.
For the next couple of days. And then a little cooling trend toward the week's end.
All these people
I
come
know
off,
Culver
they
City
realise they're going back on.
81 degrees.
Wilshire Boulevard.
Coming up in our next hour together tonight,
Gone straight
Dr.
back on,
John
same thing that just came
Clemmer,
on.
some Ricky Jones, a new track from Ricky you're going to dig, and Joe Sample. But right now, with a wave traffic update, this one brought to us by PAX TV. Here is the lovely Jane Monreal. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Don. Need to start out and see me.
That's email, web surfing, plus other free goodies for only...
Yes.
Eats dinner right after he smokes.
Oh, that way. Yes. Learning now.
Away from the water flags, the conference set was unveiled. The new coloured easy chairs marked there and attempt to see
Is that for real? I never knew that. Yeah.
They double something on a Boulevard.
What's next? I mean, you're not just taking little steps right now, you're taking big gigantic steps. You know what I mean? What's next for Pensione? I mean, now that you've got
The second verse is dedicated to the man who wrote the song with his friends and his towns and his women and his men.
Wasn't that far up it went the other way?
Is it? Which side of Eddie is it?
It is,
Yep. Boulevard.
Did you know that they have sunset?
No, I did. Thrilling as it is.
This is obviously the residential bit, not the bit touristy stuff. It doesn't go much further down that way, does it?
No, it starts about a couple of blocks up.
Yeah. So presumably whatever we're looking for, if you recognise it, will be up here.
Whatever that would be, yeah. See that on the back?
Great part-time jobs. Just call the Disneyland Casting Hotline at 714-781-1600 to find out about the latest openings. That's 714-781-1600 or come to the Disneyland Resort Casting Center at Big Yellow Building at 700 West Ball Road in Anaheim. To apply, all you have to do is be 16 or older and available to
7 nut busting flavors. Busting out in a convenience store in New York.
Okay, Tuesday nights on.
1935, that's from there.
Yeah, that's why then. Gene Kelly. Oh yeah. She's a girl. Well spotted.
Bit bigger than me.
Small. It's so crap not to have this laptop with the food and our grand tour of Bruce with us.
Hi, this is Skyline will be defining shortly. And tickets are available from our booth in the left rear of the forecourt. Or other supplies, they are available at the gift shop on either side of the forecourt.
Yeah.
Look, the high heels though, look.
This is Starline Tours welcoming you to Man's Chinese Theater. Starline Tours and tickets are available from our booth in the left rear of the forecourt. Be sure to in 15 minutes from right in front of the theater for Hollywood.
There's dances as well. Really? Yeah.
November 21st, 22nd.
San Diego and
this is the one.
grand tour of Los Angeles, Hollywood, Beverly Hills on either side of the forecourt, along with books about the theater and other souvenirs. For Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and over 50
Oh yeah.
famous homes.
I go close up with 3PO's foot, which is kind of cool.
Man's Chinese Theater. Starline Tours is proud to present
Look, they bought the trainers there, didn't they?
tickets are available from our
yeah.
the left rear of the forecourt. Be sure to attend our grand tour of Los Angeles.
Spielberg. Clint Eastwood. Enormous now. Maybe he was drunk at the time. Fell into George Lucas.
I presume it, because next to him.
Enjoy your day in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Still 56 Hollywood.
And take a look at the gift shop on either side of the forecourt, along with books about the theater and other souvenirs. The next Starline tour is leaving in 15 minutes from right in front of the theater for Hollywood.
No, I mean him, like
Yeah.
that.
Cool. Where's George Dante got to? Golly, I need more fingers. Come on.
Diego and our grand tour of Hollywood, Beverly Hills.
Beth?
Theater and other souvenirs. The next Starline tour is Hi, this is Starline Tours welcoming you to Man's Chinese Theater. Hollywood, Beverly Hills. If any film or other the next Starline tour is leaving in
John, don't wait.
Rogers, and Trigger. I'll have to get that as well.
either side of the forecourt, along with books about the theater and other souvenirs. Man's Chinese Theater. Starline Tours is proud to present the original Starline other exciting tours to Disneyland, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, San Diego, gift shop on either side of the forecourt, along with books about the theater and other souvenirs.
It made my day. Right, I think.
And our grand tour of Los Angeles,
Boy, it was cast right over it and it was making horrible shadow.
gift shop on either side
To be
of the
sure.
forecourt, along with
It's the only reason I came here,
theater
is reasons.
and other souvenirs for Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and
So that's not
over
bad
50 of the
Not bad
most
fit,
famous
actually.
Yeah, he's a lot heavier. There you go. Any more around here? Yeah, okay. course.
All them parking spaces he's got, and he's gone into parallel park there. The great big parallel.
Look at this. What, Wilshire?
Yeah, this is full.
I can't remember.
And it's between different things.
Alright.
Wilshire with Mexico. There's Wilshire.
Yep. There's that.
We're going left, yeah?
There we are, because I told you.
Yeah, a completely different place where I expected to be.
Yeah.
That hotel's down there, isn't it?
Yep. It's past Gaylord.
I thought we had further.
I'm trying to get that wibbly church in, but it just didn't work.
Behind me, behind that was going left anyway. I went in the left thing.
The Gaylord song.
Try and slow down a bit. Slow down. Well, yeah, it said Robert F. Kennedy Memorial Park.
Did it?
Why as well? Come on, Kennedy Memorial Park's got the F.
Yeah.
Like that, both F.
Freddie. Halloween coming by chance?
She's still going?
Yeah.
I always get muddled up here, don't I? The next one after this.
Yeah.
Well, we have to stop here now.
sea cliff. I wonder what it's called that.
We see Alcatraz, that's one.
Not really. Oh, because too late to cancel with this. Just keep that, it will be alright. I'm sure.
It's a bit posh around here.
Yes. Which one of these have been... didn't work? I took a still one, it's just a crap thing. It's on a hill, in fact, really. It goes vroom. Like that. Ooh, cool. Oh, I'll be able to sell the footage for a bit.
They must make an earthquake through. They
think
swing
that.
a bit, don't they?
You think that?
Yeah, you think a lot of things.
You think they know how to signpost things, but they don't. Yep, I'd say. I don't remember there being a bridge on the map. Okay.
It said to go this way along the beach. Huh.
Or did it? You think the harbour freeway would get you to the harbour? This looks like shit. We're entering Docklands. Oh my god, no. This doesn't look good at all, does it?
No, not much to do about it. US Customs.
Yeah, well, we're on the docks, aren't we? What's they going to have customs here? Oh dear.
Federal Correctional Institute.
They might not get there on time. We're like Hollywood. We don't win. Take down 9 minutes. Yeah, thank you. Firefighters make good progress with the discovered brush fires in Back and Riverside County.